The Leaning Tower of Pisa, an iconic symbol of Italy, is famous for its tilt. This unique feature has made it a popular tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors from around the world. But this very lean was a serious problem. Over the centuries, the tilt became more pronounced, raising concerns among engineers and historians alike. The tower was sinking on one side. This uneven settling was due to the soft, unstable soil beneath it. This was because the ground beneath it was uneven. The foundation was not strong enough to support the weight of the tower. By the late 20th century, the tilt had become dangerous. The lean was increasing at an alarming rate. Experts feared the tower could collapse. The situation was dire, and immediate action was required to prevent a disaster. Something had to be done. Engineers and architects from around the world were called in to find a solution. In the early 1990s, a team of engineers started investigating. They needed to understand the underlying issues causing the tilt. They drilled into the ground to understand the soil composition. This was crucial to developing a plan to stabilize the tower. They built models and used computer simulations to predict the tower's future. Their findings were alarming. The tower was tilting more each year. The tower was indeed on the verge of collapse. Without intervention, it was only a matter of time before it would fall. A temporary solution was needed to buy time. Engineers worked tirelessly to implement measures that would prevent the tower from toppling, while a permanent fix was devised. The tower's lean wasn't a new problem. It began during its construction in the 12th century. The builders had started work on unstable ground. As the tower rose, it began to tip. The builders tried to compensate. They made the walls on the sinking side taller. This created the tower's unique curve, but the lean continued. Over the centuries, people proposed various solutions. Some suggested tying the tower to heavy weights. Others thought about freezing the ground beneath. But none of these ideas were tried. The technology wasn't available, and the risks were too great. The tower continued to lean, a constant reminder of its uncertain future. The engineers in the 1990s faced a difficult challenge. They were tasked with preserving a piece of history, while ensuring its safety for future generations. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, an architectural marvel, was in danger of collapsing. They needed to stabilize the tower without damaging its historic structure. This required a delicate balance between innovation and preservation. One idea was to anchor the tower to the ground with massive cables. These cables would provide the necessary support to prevent further tilting. This plan was attempted. However, it had to be abandoned. The anchoring unexpectedly caused the tower to tilt even further, exacerbating the problem. This unexpected outcome left the engineers scrambling for alternative solutions. Other ideas were considered and rejected. Each proposal had to be meticulously evaluated for its potential impact on the tower's stability and historical integrity. One proposal involved pumping out groundwater from beneath the tower. This, it was hoped, would compact the soil and straighten the tower. However, the risks associated with this method were significant. However, experts worried about unintended consequences. The removal of groundwater could destabilize the surrounding area, leading to further complications. Another idea involved using electric currents to modify the soil properties. This innovative approach aimed to alter the soil's characteristics to provide better support for the tower. But tests showed this wouldn't work with the type of soil under the tower. The unique composition of the soil rendered this method ineffective, leading engineers back to the drawing board. Finally, the engineers came up with a solution: under excavation. This involved carefully removing small amounts of soil from beneath the north side of the tower. The process was delicate and required precision, as any miscalculation could worsen the lean or even cause the tower to collapse. The idea was to allow the tower to settle back into a more upright position. It was a risky plan, but it worked. The engineers monitored the tower's movement closely, making adjustments as needed to ensure the structure's safety. Over several months, the engineers extracted tons of soil. Slowly, the tower began to straighten. Each day brought new challenges, but the team remained dedicated to their task, knowing the historical significance of their work. The lean was reduced by about half a degree. It was enough to stabilize the structure and significantly reduce the risk of collapse. The success of the project was a testament to the engineers' skill and perseverance. The tower was safe, at least for now. The stabilization efforts ensured that future generations could continue to marvel at this architectural wonder. Importantly, the engineers didn't aim to completely straighten the tower. They understood that the lean was an integral part of its identity. The lean is part of its history, its character. Removing it entirely would strip the tower of its unique charm and historical significance. The goal was always to stabilize the tower, not to erase its unique charm. The engineers' work ensured that the tower remained a symbol of resilience and ingenuity. Today, the Leaning Tower of Pisa stands as a testament to both human ingenuity and the power of preservation. It continues to attract millions of visitors from around the world, all eager to witness this incredible feat of engineering.